Uh,
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Hove.
you're a fucking clown. That's what your name is. Your name is Clown.
Hey,
Huh?
what's good, my guy?
What's up, brother?
Bang! Put a nigga down one time. Woo! I'm feeling good, man. I got a little bounce to my step. Got a little.
Just that whack.
The fuck out of here. How you feeling, bro?
I'm good, brother.
I'm in a great space, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm feeling good. We ready?
I've been recording since you goddamn got on the line, man. I told you what the beat is.
Brothers Talking Podcast, episode 16. That Joe Montana.
Mm.
That Paul Gasol.
Mm.
That's all I got right
That's
now.
all you got.
Two niggas, man.
Episode
There's be some hard numbers out here, baby. Some hard numbers out here. I am the Flush Man, aka the Fat Boy, better known as Mr. I Will Call You Broadish. Oh yeah. And I am your Huckleberry.
And I'm Rel, aka Iceberg Shorty, aka the King of Controversial Comments, aka Who Gives a Fuck, aka I said what I said, I meant what I said. Don't at me unless you try and cut the check. What's up?
This ain't water.
Erie Ave Honey Whiskey.
No, it ain't here yet neither. This is something else. Well, listen, until we get till somebody sponsors something, I ain't
We
saying
ain't
no
saying
names out here.
nothing.
I ain't saying no names. Ain't giving nobody no love.
Yeah.
Let's jump right to it.
Let's
All
go,
right.
bro. Yeah.
We're gonna talk about this Drake situation. But we're gonna break it down in grown because there's a lot of grown men scenarios in this situation that I want to address.
Yeah.
As grown men.
Mhm.
First off, I want to ask you this.
Yep.
Do you think Drake likes to have enemies?
Do I think he'd like to have interviews?
Enemies.
Enemies. No. I don't.
I feel like Drake I don't think he likes to have enemies. And he definitely don't want to have multiple enemies. So I think he squashed the Meek thing. He squashed, him and Chris Brown through now. It was already kind of official, but it made official the other night. He brought Chris out on stage, and he really, really officially squashed it.
Right.
I also think that Drake doesn't like to have enemies.
Okay.
But a wise man said on American Gangster, he said, Frank, you can be successful and you can have enemies, or you can be unsuccessful and you can have friends. Now I've heard multiple tracks where Drake has discussed how success goes in those arenas. I feel like feel like he gets a grasp for it. Okay. First off, why is Drake still talking about Pusha T?
Because it never was really addressed
by him.
Right. Because he don't do interviews like that. So it wasn't really addressed, and I don't know if the questions came, you know what I'm saying, or and honestly, bro, it wasn't even really about Pusha T. It was about Kanye.
Right.
I don't think Maverick even said Pusha name.
He didn't say either name.
He asked somebody to summon his beef with Kanye. And Drake was like, oh yeah, and plus other man's dropped in. You know what I'm saying? He never said Pusha T name.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about this interview for a second.
Which interview?
The interview with Pusha T. I mean, not with Pusha T. With Drake and LeBron.
Drake, LeBron, and Maverick. Got it.
Right. You're my brother, right?
Yep.
There's only, I care what you think. There's only a few people in the world who what they think matters to me. You're my best friend in the world. When I get married, you're gonna be the best man at my wedding. It's official.
Yeah.
It's certain things. But I'm still a grown man.
Right.
It's certain things that if I do out here, I might come to you and worry about how you think. But we have damn near 20 years.
Right.
Of brotherhood.
Right.
Didn't it seem weird? Like I don't. What bothers me a little bit is, as men, LeBron is LeBron James, Drake is Drake. You really telling me Drake is? I think there's something wrong with the grown man like Drake worrying about what LeBron going to think about him making a better rapper. Don't that seem? Do you think it's something wrong with, or how did you feel about Drake feeling that he needed LeBron's input or to know how he felt about it, or that he wouldn't be disappointed in him. Did that seem suspect to you? Because it seemed suspect to me in that interview.
You're right. We got 20 years in, right? You know what I'm saying? And we've been rocking. I don't know how long they've been tight. I don't know how long they've been friends.
Are they tight?
From the interview, it sounded that way. Like, yo, I'm gonna bring my son to, you know what I'm saying, Bronny house or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And,
Okay.
and Drake don't do interviews like that. But for him to do that interview, that says a lot.
Let me ask you this, because I think about when you say that, I think about the episode of Martin when Tommy Davidson invited Martin out to California. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And Martin said that you invited me out, and he was like, "That's what I tell all my friends." You know what I'm saying? So is it a real friendship, or is it a we're both big in the game friendship? Do you feel like it's a?
I think it's a real friendship. I do, and here's why. Just based on the statement, he said, "Yo, I called you to ask you your opinion." Right? You know what I'm saying? Right. That says a lot. You know what I mean? And you know, LeBron has been famous for having the music before, or I think they friends. I honestly do. And I mean, that makes sense.
Okay. Now, in our professions, we're both chefs in the game.
Yep.
So if I want to call you and ask you something chef to chef, because you have more experience than me, I can dig it. Mm-hmm. What do me as a chef calling somebody who does construction? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I think it was from a competitive standpoint. He said that as well. He said, I need to talk to a competitor, somebody who's at the top of their game. You know what I'm saying? And if his opinion matter when it comes to music, just as a hip hop head or somebody you can confide in, that matters, right? You know what I'm saying? No matter what I do, I'm not going to jump out the window without talking to you first. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, there's a very short list of people that I can call on whatever situation. You know what I'm saying? Right. Beef, love, relationships, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Money. You know what I'm saying? Famous situations like. You know, when I decided to leave my last gig to go to UT, I called like 4 people like, yo, this the move. I'm not putting my 2 weeks in. I got to leave today. I got to leave tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow going to be my last day. What should I do? You know what I'm saying? And everybody was like, you already know. So the decision for me was made easy when that happened. You know what I mean?
Okay. So now, so I feel like I hate to see grown men. What bothered me about the interview, it seemed like I don't know if it's real. Like to me, it's my son going. A lot of motherfuckers gonna say shit to you. You know how many niggas I told them to call them and link up with them, and I never linked up with them. Mm-hmm. So it sound good,
right?
So you think really Drake gonna take his son over to Brian House? And I don't. To me, it felt like both of them were kind of. It's a Philly term. You ready? Mm-hmm. Eating off each other. Mm-hmm. And I gotta like LeBron because he's a Laker now. Mm-hmm. And I like Drake too, don't get me wrong. But I just don't like, I've known you 20 years. Mm-hmm. We don't even get that hype. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So when I see two men who, do y'all spend your birthdays together? You feel what I'm saying? Like, do y'all really rock? For y'all to be on the type time y'all acting like y'all on. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
That's what bothered me about seeing that interview.
Right. But like that's what I'm saying. People don't understand it. Like where, you know, we all gather the beginning of June in Philly for your birthday. And everybody don't show up. You know what I'm saying? And if they don't, like certain people, it may not mean nothing to them. But like when I don't show up, it's like, fuck, I should be there. You know what I'm saying? It's what we do. You know what I'm saying? But that don't take away other people in your life who ain't around. You know what I'm saying? Or who don't show up. Or who ain't invited. For that matter. Everybody ain't invited. That don't mean they love you less.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Some people, we all grown. Right. So when you grown, you know, that's a conversation for another time, definitely. Okay. So we addressed the Drake thing. And I feel like we said, I feel like Drake wants to be like, he doesn't like having beef.
Yeah.
Now, let's go to the Pusha T on Joe Budden's podcast. Mm-hmm. Which he said some very interesting things. Do you believe that 40, and those who don't know who 40 is a producer for Drake? Pusha T came out on the podcast and said that 40 was sleeping with a young lady and was pillow talking.
Yep.
And gave up all the information about Drake.
Right.
First, I want to ask you: do you believe Pusha when he says that it didn't come from Kanye?
Yes.
I don't. I mean, listen. No, listen. This is what I'm gonna say. I think it's questionable because if you knew something, if you told me something, you came to me and said, "Fat boy," blah, 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 and I knew I could work it, whereas though I wouldn't involve you because of how you are, and I'm more confrontational than you are.
Right.
Even though you can be confrontational. Don't get it wrong, like my brother Sweet, because he's not. But what I'm saying is I've been known to be more confrontational.
Right.
So when I go with something, I might run with it. But I want to keep my brother out of it.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a possibility. I'm going to say 70-30. 70 telling the truth, 30 that he's just saving Kanye, trying to save Kanye.
You think he was trying to save Kanye when every chance he got, he was lighting Kanye ass up?
On that Drake podcast? I'm thinking
not Drake, Pusha T.
Pusha was keeping it a bean the whole podcast. That's a good listen. I ain't promoting nothing, but that's a good listen. Go listen to that episode. Go listen to that episode. Go listen to that Joe Buttons. That was a good episode. I love.
That shit was amazing. 3.5 hours.
I listened to every minute. All right, but let's talk about this. This is what I don't understand. Drake and Kanye throughout the past have had what Pusha said was a bromance.
Right.
Whereas though they beef and they argue.
Right.
Or they beef and they cool.
Yeah.
Answer me this once again. Do you think Drake? Before I say this, does this make Drake naive? What's wrong with Drake? You my best friend. You my brother. Let's say you Kanye, and I'm Pusha T.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody who I've been talking greasy about to the world, who I don't understand how, if me and you've been going back and forth in the whole world, if I don't understand how you can go to somebody knowing that y'all had problems before and knowing that one of his best men has a problem with you and been coming at you blatantly for a long time. Why would you confide in that man, telling that man your personal business, knowing that it could get back to the person who you have a problem with, and you've had a problem with the person you're telling? I'm going to be honest. Let me say something. I'm going to be honest. Every person that I really, really had a problem with, even if we still cool now, the way I dealt with them had to change. Mm-hmm. I couldn't be as open as I was before with them due to the fact that we went through something. Yeah. Being honest. So if you're listening and we went through something, please believe I don't tell you what I used to tell you.
Right.
Real talk. So somebody who you've had a problem with off and on, and then his man, every chance he get is coming for your neck. Why would you confide that kind of information in that man, knowing those things? Is he that naive?
Drake?
Yes.
Absolutely. Why would you think he not? 40 went out there a day early, called Drake and said something off. Drake still went out.
I don't get it, dog.
Drake mouth.
Right. I don't get it, though. That don't make sense to me.
He did it, though. That's my point. Think about all this time that Pusha T been around. Has anybody ever called Pusha T on some bullshit?
No.
So today, his credibility is being questioned when he said 40 was laying with a bitch and she told him. Come on,
I believe it. I believe it to be true. I mean, I'm just saying, but
everybody's skeptical about the damn interview, and I'm like, come on, yo. So then Pusha T got the calls where the girl who was on his squad was asking for information.
We ain't get there yet.
Okay, all right. I'm too fast. All right.
We ain't get there yet.
I ain't get there yet.
Like I said, but this is grown men. We talking about Drake, but it's a lot of grown men things going on in this situation.
Right.
Now let's get to it.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about, you say you think that Drake is naive enough to tell another man who he had a problem with, knowing that it's one of his other men really got a problem with him, some information that he didn't want the world to know.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the craziest thing in the world. At 30 years old, you can't be that dumb. But maybe Drake is.
Well, he didn't know. That if the first time he heard about it, Pusha T said, you know what, he gonna have to hold that lie. Talking about 40. He gonna have to sit there and explain it to his mans. He said I was cool on saying something.
You good. You know what? You just did something for me right there. Go and see what you got to say.
He was like, he gonna have to hold that. And he is. Like that shit. Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Now you being my best friend, right?
Yeah, right.
Let's say somebody you had a problem with. Now me and you were drinking 40.
Right.
How do you address that? Okay, now those who don't know what's going on, y'all might be not up on it. What's going on is Pusha T said that 40, who was Drake's right-hand man,
Yeah.
was pillow talking with a woman,
Mm-hmm.
and the woman came back and told what 40 said. So the information about Drake having a baby and all this stuff wasn't through Kanye. It was through this young lady who was sleeping with 40, who was who was Drake's right-hand man. That's why I say it's grown man stuff, a lot of grown man stuff in it.
Right.
As grown men, you know, when let's say somebody come back to you and tell you some stuff that your information got put out. How do you deal with some stuff information that you didn't want to put out to the world got put out at the end of the day through me? How do you deal with that?
That's a lot to unpack. So let's get to the nitty gritty and what it boiled down to. It's about a woman, right? So men pillow talk with women, right? And I'm a firm believer that women are the cause, women are the cure, women are the reason for all issues, concerns, and problems in the world. And that's not to sound misogynistic or anything, because what I did say was, and they are the benefit of everything that's happened in this world, right? So there's a book I used to read, not Think and Grow Rich. It eluded me. It was talking about Edison and all the ideas he was having, and all, you know, behind every strong man is an even stronger woman, right? So if that's creativity, if that's muse, you know, inspiration, all of those things come from women, and it just is what it is. Like if you are oblivious to that, then you shouldn't even be walking on the earth. So I really can't have a conversation with you, right? So if the woman made 40 think that it was something else and he was confiding in her, and this young lady did the same thing that the girl did to Pusha, the girl Cat, you know what I'm saying? That's on the same spectrum, right? She thought she had some information or was trying to acquire some information for 100K, right?
Hold on, we ain't get there yet.
All right,
we're not gonna do that yet.
Right, okay.
We ain't there yet. Let's just talk about Drake and 40.
Mm-hmm.
How do you, if you're Drake, if it's me and somebody tell me, oh, Rel said whatever?
That's a conversation that we gotta have.
Definitely. It's definitely a conversation you gotta have.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. That still boils down to being around a woman that you may or may not think it was something else.
Like, you need to know as a man, when it comes to a woman, and you know, this 40 has a couple, we got what, MS, right?
Yeah.
So from what I've heard, this woman is a very beautiful woman. So maybe he felt comfortable enough. You have to know, I mean, through life, I feel this through life, you learn lessons. Mm-hmm. So a mistake I made when I was 21, 22, at 30 something I shouldn't be making. Mm-hmm. The woman who I confide in now, who I would confide in, which is my woman now, I know that whatever I tell her, even at her maddest moment, because we've been to the point where as though she's been at her maddest and she didn't speak a word. So I know that when I talk to her about things, it'll never get spoken up again because of that. But you've learned through life that you can't be that way. At 30-something years old, I'm guessing this man is over 30. Mm-hmm. You should know this chick who you just messing around with, you can't be telling your business to. That's like the worst thing. That's the last thing you want is your best friend in the world second guessing how he talked to you. Mm-hmm. Like, I would never want that in our relationship. And I'm thinking about me and you. I would never want to have to hesitate and be like, yo, can I really tell Iceberg this? Mm-hmm. So it's definitely, listen, when I talk about killing two birds with one stone or really having an effect on the situation, that man do it. That him saying that might be more deadly than any rap he ever rapped about, Drake.
Right.
It might affect the whole OVO platform and everything.
Right. Pusha won. I don't know what like this ain't even up for debate. Pusha won the rap battle. He won by not saying nothing, and even Drake addressed it like, "Oh, yo, man." He even addressed it like, "Oh, you know what I'm saying? I look like I'm weak, and I'm not gonna put my energy into it, so it looked like I took an L, but I'd rather put that in a mid." Yeah, we understand that reverse spin.
Right, and that's another thing, bro. Hold up. Let's stop running around here. I hate this is the shit that's bothering me about the most. And like I said, I like Drake a whole lot. Mm-hmm. Don't sit back here and tell me what you could have did. That's like me fighting somebody. Yeah. And then I'm like, yo, I ain't gonna fight him again because I would have really knocked him the fuck out this second. Don't tell me what you would have did.
Yeah.
All this, I had a rhyme, or I had a verse, or I had some shit I was going to say. Stop talking about it if you ain't going to do it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You would have talking about, I had a verse, but I would have been disappointed in myself and how I would have looked. And dog, shut that shit the fuck up. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Y'all would have did this the bull, but ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. Because when it was time and y'all was mixing, like Pusha said, and I respect this, and this is the truth. You wouldn't let me off the hook that easy. You're not gonna sit back. You say, I'm not trying to boost him up. If you had something that'd kill his whole career after what he's done to you, and you didn't put it out, there's no way you wouldn't after what he's done to you.
Right. And even even with the interview now, if you was a fucking man, you put that shit out. But Jay Prince still out there talking shit like,
and that's
he's
another nut
like
ass move. Another nut ass move. If I got a problem out here in these streets, and then my OG, let's say Counts.
Yeah.
Counts coming in. No, dog, you losing all the way. If it wasn't for Counts coming in, dog, that's nutty.
Yeah, that shit wild.
You a grown man, stand on your own too.
Yeah.
Ain't no another man. When I'm on go, ain't no another man stopping me. If he stopped me, I just gotta leave it. I can't sit back here and say, if it wasn't for Counts, then I'd have gotten your ass. Nigga, fuck all that. Don't tell me. Come on, dog. That shit is nigga across the board. As a man, he looks weak as a man. Their best bet was to just not even discuss this. Like, this is making it worse.
Right.
Than it already was.
Yeah.
As men.
Yeah.
Now let's get to this. Because this is a deep, but we just grown men. It's Drake is the picture we're painting, is the example we're using. But there's a lot of grown man situations in this situation.
Yeah.
But we going rap right now.
Hold on, man. Let me put out a disclaimer, man. Shout out to my nephew, Monty. He outside cutting my grass right now. It's been raining in Texas for 2 weeks. So if you hear lawnmower, yo, this is real life. I'm looking like, what? Shout out to my nephew, Monty, man. He taking care of right now, bro.
You hold down the fort, Monty, definitely.
Monty.
Monty.
Yeah.
My bad, my G. You know I'm fucking up.
Yeah.
But let's get back to it, though. Is there any rules in rap beef? Is there no things that you can touch when you beefing in rap?
Ain't no rules to rap beef, bro. They keep trying to make the rules up as they go along, man. Certain people don't play about certain things, right? So you can say certain things to certain people, and things are interpreted different based on, you know what I'm saying, who's in your circle. You know what I'm saying? You get a level of leeway and things to say to me that another nigga just can't say, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I know you ain't saying nothing in malice or malicious to me. And you know what I'm saying, whether we joking or you being serious with me, I know at the end of the day, you only have my best interest at heart. So you can say what you want to say to me, right? You know what I'm saying? And we're going to wrestle, we're going to box it out, but I swear for the Lord, if somebody else come in and say something wild, it's a wrap. Right? You know what I'm saying? So it's just a level of comfort that you have around people. He did not wish death on 40. You know what I'm saying? But that was the interpretation in Drake and his camp's mind, which is, wild to say the least. All of that stuff is funny to me because he's trying to create the narrative, right? So, you brought up his wife, you know what I'm saying? And that may be a sensitive subject. So everything's a go. At that
you
point.
You crossed the line first.
Right. Whatever line that was drawn. You understand what I'm saying? If I slap you, I can't be mad if you shoot me. That's how you felt about what it was.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I can't be, oh, Neef, I slapped you. But yo, don't put your hands on me because that take me to a different level.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Once you cross that line.
Yeah, but I don't think Drake could have said anything about Pusha T. He had like one bar about Pusha T and then start going in on Kanye.
Right.
Because he felt like the information came back from Kanye. I want to get my popcorn ready to see, you know what I'm saying, what come of the whole 40 deal.
All right, but now.
Yeah.
So let's go back. Now let's go back to the interview Drake had with LeBron. He said that what Pusha said about 40 was worth punching him in his mouth about.
Right.
But now let's get to what we were talking about earlier, what I kept stopping you for.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's a young lady that has done work on every one of Pusha T's albums. This young lady was going around calling people that knew Pusha T trying to get information on Pusha T for Drake, and was offering $100,000 to the effect where they had the video of the phone. I mean, not the videos, the audio of the phone calls. This woman trying to get information who was close to. He called her sis. She know what. This woman was getting information for Drake. So she was trying to get information for Drake to use against Pusha. So now how it looks is, because you couldn't find no information, no concrete information. Now it's, oh, you shouldn't go to certain places. But you to offer $100,000, you're not looking for no bullshit. You're looking for some big shit that's going to destroy somebody. Once again, it goes back to the narrative of you're not going to sacrifice Pusha T. If you got something that'll get him out of here, you're going to get him out of here. When you're running around offering $100,000 to people and offering private jet rides to people to come out to where you are to give this information that's going to destroy Pusha T. But then you're on TV talking about, oh, I'm not going to give his career this, and certain things are off limits. When you're offering $100,000, you're trying to get somebody the fuck out of here. So you can go and speak on the lady and all that.
Which lady? The Pusha lady or the
Pusha lady?
Right. She did the same exact thing that the girl did with 40. Right? You know what I'm saying? She out there thinking she got some information or had whatever she had and going to sell it. You know what I'm saying? And that may have been for her own selfish financial reasons, but had it been a situation where, you know, she was in a situation like the other girl, and she might have just been talking. So he ain't really put her out there. Like, you know, Pusha T said the girl who was trying to get the information from Drake name out there. But he never said the girl that 40 was dealing with name.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he said once they hear that, they know exactly who I'm talking about. And he going to have to hold that.
Right. It's going to be crazy as far as Drake's camp and how they deal with it. I mean, as a man, it's a lot of things that
it's never going to come up again, bro.
But it's a lot of things that, first of all, he's a very emotional guy. It's a lot of things that I can't relate to him to a certain extent because the way he goes about things as a man, I just don't get. So maybe how he handle it will be different than how I would handle it. But it's definitely interesting. We're gonna leave the Drake situation alone for now. I know we went a little while on it, but I think it was a lot of valuable information, grown man information that was definitely needed to be said. Let's talk about T.I., man. This nigga Tip is off the motherfucking chain. He put out a 1-minute video. The video was called, let me get this right. I don't even got the name of the video, but it had the first lady lookalike. So the video was a minute. Trump's getting on the jet or on a helicopter. He's leaving the White House. T.I.'s in the Oval Office, and the lookalike of the first lady comes in. What's the jacket? Because I'm not familiar.
Oh, she wore that jacket before, like on like somebody took a picture of her. So it's like
the jacket. The jacket said what?
Damn, what the jacket say? I don't care, do you, or something like that. Why do you? Something like that.
Yo, Tip is a motherfucking fool. Yo, I always loved T.I., and then we trashed the album a little bit a couple weeks ago. But this shit right here, T.I. do not. I think it's called 45 I'm Not Kanye.
Right, that was just a caption he put on. He put the clip on Twitter. It said, "Sorry, 45, I'm not Kanye."
Yo, that shit was raw. Then she dancing on the table. Look it up, y'all.
Oh, that shit's hilarious, bro.
That shit was G though.
Fucking hilarious.
That shit was G all day.
Yeah.
Listen, Tip the man. I always Tip the man, man. Yeah. Hey, Tip T.I. the man. Yeah. Not saying he's the man, even though I wouldn't have to like he is the man too. But I'm just saying Tip the man and how we carrying this whole situation. I definitely respect and how he rocking like it's him against the world. It's him against the government or against the president.
Yeah, for sure.
That and he blatant with it, disrespectful. That was definitely a low blow.
So gangster.
The Trump, definitely gangster, man. You got anything else to say about that?
Nah, man, I want to see the whole video now.
That shit crazy. Shout out to the old heads that get dressed up and ain't going nowhere. Yo, my pop, I be thinking about that shit. My pop would be dressed like a motherfucker. Y'all be like, Pop, where you about to go? Nowhere. I just felt like getting dressed. Yo, real shit. Shout out to the old heads that get dressed and ain't going nowhere, man.
Love you, Pop. That shit hilarious.
Listen, I don't care what you say. You can wear You can have your best polo, Gucci, whatever y'all do, Gucci shoes. Don't nothing add up to that fresh when you got that fresh suit on, the tie and everything. But however you doing it, there's no fresh like that. Fresh. There's no fresh like that. There's no feeling like that feeling. Definitely.
Yeah.
But shout out to the old heads that get dressed for nothing and ain't doing nothing. Is Fab going to jail, man?
No.
Hell no, Fab not going to jail.
They offered Fab a deal where he just had to take some classes and he turned it down.
They hit this nigga with he killed the fucking, he took shots at the president. They got 8 counts or some shit for Fab.
And word in the street is they got married.
Right, and he got the dad on lock.
Oh, it's over.
Yeah, they ain't fucking with Fab.
Yeah, fuck out of here. He got a lawyer that told him, nah, dog, don't take that counselor. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Nah.
Let me ask you this. How you feel about teenage birth control? Let's get real. Let's get deep. I'm gonna keep it. Let me go first.
All right.
It's a real subject. Some people might not like what I got to say about this.
All right.
My grandmother had my mother at 18 years old.
Yeah.
My mother had me. She was 17.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have Bria till I was 27.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to my daughter, I would not have a problem with her being on birth control. What I really want, I'm thinking about doing, what really I'm considering, or I would think I would be with, is that what's the 5-year thing they put in there, and it come out after 5 years?
The IUD or whatever?
Right. Mm-hmm. I would really want that for my daughter. People gonna say, oh, that's saying you're giving her permission to have sex. Dog, what child do you not give permission to have sex? And they be like, you know what, I'm not gonna do it because my mom and my dad said I shouldn't. I'm just not trying to be a grandpa time soon.
Yeah.
Now, end of the day, do I want my daughter to have sex? Absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
But if there's something that can be done to guarantee that she won't, I really think, I'm not gonna say I'm 100% with it, but I really would be with it if that was the move.
Yeah.
If me, my daughter, mom, and my daughter said that, I would really, you can sit back here and say you're giving the permission or whatever. Listen, and don't get me wrong, it's women who have kids in their teenage years and are able to be successful in their lives, definitely. And kudos to those women who can do that. Do I want that for my child? No. And I'm not naive enough to think that my daughter. You can't control everything. You can't be everywhere every time. You can't do it. Yeah. So for me, when it comes to my daughter, that 5-year situation is something I'm not gonna say totally with, but I'm leaning more to that side. If that was, I don't want to. I'm not trying to be no grandpa and be raising no baby. I'm done changing diapers, my guy.
Shit's over. Yeah, I'm not anti-teenage birth control. I'd rather, like I said, I had my first child, when I was 19, right after my 19th birthday, which means he was conceived when I was 18 and his mother was 18 or whatever. But it did two things to me. It forced me to grow up much faster than I wanted to, or you know what I'm saying, or that I needed to. I'll say that. But then it helped me grow up faster than I was saying that I needed to and wanted to on that spectrum. They should just give birth control to men. That's what they should do.
Yo, listen, and don't get me wrong.
You want to control the population? Give me a pill.
I would be with it.
Give me a pill.
I'll be with it.
Terrell, you forget to take your pill today? No, I ain't forget to take my pill.
Right. Yo, come on. As a matter of fact, I got your pills, and you got to come check in with me. I need to see that motherfucker swallow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just not into. Listen, I've done my job. I'm doing my job. I'm not trying to be. I want to pick and choose. I want to be that granddad. I'm going to be great with it. I'm going to love it. But I'm not trying to be 40 years old, 45 years old. I got 27 years on Brie. I'm just not with it, dog. I'm not with it. No, I'm done. I'm not trying to see that happen at all.
Right.
But when it comes to boys too, it's the same thing. I just don't feel like I don't want no more babies around. Period. I'm not trying to do it, man. And don't get me wrong. I can remember my mom I can remember a point in my life I had to be 23. You were still around. Mm-hmm. And my mom went through this phase where she wanted to hang out with me, because when you have a child young and you're doing it right, you're not able to do all the that's what I want for my kids too. I want it to be a thing where you get to enjoy being young. Go ahead, live your 20s out, live your life. At 36 years old, I have no passion to go to the club because I went to the club and did it. We didn't try. I want to do more traveling. I could travel more, but as far as being wild, I was as wild as you can be, and still be living.
We went out every single weekend.
Crazy.
Listen, in the middle of the week, we went out.
Listen, ain't nothing like. Listen, it's nothing like. Just take. Listen, to be dead serious, I had a childhood where I felt like I couldn't be a child. I felt like I didn't have the childhood of a child. So when I got to my age where I started getting my own money, that was my childhood. I never had, when I was a teenager, I didn't have a brand new sneakers that came out. I never had a pair of Jordans. I was always late with everything. And that's cool. But when I got to get my own money and it was just me and my money was for me, I got that out of me. I went and spent money and didn't ask the prices. Now, at 36 years old, I don't want the new iPhone. And the iPhone is nice, man. But definitely, the features and all that shit is great. But I'm not, I'd have had, and it was early in the game, but when all the new phones was coming out in the early 2000s, I had all the motherfuckers. You know what I mean? I'd have had all the Jordans. So for me, I'm not spending more than $115 on those sneaks. Not because I don't got more than $115, just because it's not that important to me. I'm more looking at furniture and shit like that. You get what I'm saying?
I'm not like that, y'all. To the listenership, I got a fucking problem.
You know right. But you see me in my day when I was
telling everybody I got a problem.
I got right. You ought to get right. But you see me in my day, you know how I was when I was, you know, I didn't care. I could have $200 in my account and I was getting, it could be the 14th, you know, military. Those of you who don't know, you get paid on the 15th, the 1st and the 15th. If it was the 14th and I had $200 in my account, I had to spend it. That's just how I lived my life at that time.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
But I got that out of me. So now I'm at an age where it's though, you know, I'm more about my family. I don't need the fancy shit. Give me a little low. I'm cool. You know, I don't need no Gucci. I don't need for Gucci or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I just think those that enjoy being young, enjoy living your life. So then when you get older, you have that out your system and you're a better parent, I feel like.
Right.
Not saying that people who are teenagers aren't great parents. There are a lot of great parents that are teenagers. I just don't want that for mine. And we can do that where it's at.
Okay.
Okay. Is there any team in the NFL better than the LA Rams right now?
Yeah, the fucking Baltimore Ravens. What type of question is that?
That was cute.
No.
They balling every aspect.
Yeah, they rolling. And it's good. You know what I'm saying? They got the best running back in the league. Their quarterback is efficient. Their wide receiver core is efficient. Their defense is legit. Like, how you gonna stop that?
It's still early.
It won't last though because the cats gonna get paid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, not even that, but one injury. It's a long season.
Yeah.
And most of the teams that are the last team still left undefeated don't win a Super Bowl for the most part.
That's why I mean, like, I don't even like. It's hard for me to talk football within the first 8 weeks. Like, whatever. And oh, your boys lost. I get to work, but oh, your mans and them lost. Like, man, I'm not even checking this shit. I ain't moving nobody on my fantasy team. I done lost the last 3 weeks.
It's gonna be a good week fantasy. We're gonna talk about fantasy in a little minute, though.
Yeah.
Okay. What's something you don't say to another man? Let me go first. I ain't gonna say what I don't say to another man. I'm gonna say what I don't like another man to say to me. Rule number 1, the most important rule: grown ass men, don't ever call me Neefy, ever. I was Neefy from like 1 to 6, 1 to 7. As a grown man, don't you ever in your motherfucking life fix your mouth to call me Neefy. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. Another thing, grown ass men have done to me twice, and I don't appreciate it. Don't ever speak on my mouth. Oh, them pretty ass teeth, Neef. Don't ever speak on my mouth, my man. I'm not with that goofy shit. I had to go, oh, Neef, you got them pretty ass teeth. My man, don't you ever in your life speak on my mouthpiece. How you feeling about this, bro?
Oh, that was it? They just got your rules.
Just saying what I said to me. I would tell my homies, yo, that's fly. I like your lay. I see what you're doing. You don't get to, yo, dog, you looking good as shit. It ain't one of them. Yo, dog, you looking good today.
On my mouth.
Huh?
He said, "Don't never speak on my mouth."
Real nigga shit.
Oh yeah.
No, I had a nigga like, yo, Neef, them pretty ass teeth. Don't do that. Fuckers like, yo, listen, ladies, it's all good.
Yeah.
Grown ass, yo, Neef, you got them pretty ass. Whoa, Mike, why are you looking at my mitt like that? Look me in my eyes.
Yeah, yo.
What is wrong with you? I don't feel comfortable around niggas who say shit like that. I'm like, yo, I can't even be around this nigga for real, no closed areas.
Yo,
get a little.
That should go back to what I was saying earlier, right? You know what I'm saying? If to know me is to love me, right?
Right.
And if you love me, then I love you. I never really had another man call me a bitch. Like I don't know what that's like. You know what I'm saying? But like if you said like, yo, bro, stop bitching, you know what I'm saying? Or we joking like that wouldn't bother me at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, because of who we are. I'm not really phased and affected by words. Like I try not to let that shit bother me because I don't let shit like that bother me, man. Like and you know, I hear a lot of people say don't ever invite another man to your dick, and yeah, I mean like you're not gonna get me to turn up over nothing like that. Like I don't shit like that don't move my needle, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fucking with somebody I love or care about is what, you know what I'm saying, get the party jumping for me, man, and get that shit rocking.
Right. That's an interesting statement you just made because I was gonna ask you what would it take for you to jump in that bag? Like what would make you get physical right now? Because let me go first. When you get physical, once you're like win, lose, or draw, you gonna be sore after that. Like we not no pups. You know what I'm saying? You get physical. Once everything wear off and you took a shower and your adrenaline calm down, that shit hurt. You know what I'm saying? Even if you won, that shit is painful. What do it take? For me, first of all, for me to jump in that bed, I'm not going looking for no situation. I'm not going out here to find nobody.
Mm-hmm.
You had to invade my space and make me feel uncomfortable.
Right.
Like I gotta defend myself. I'm not going to be safe unless I gotta jump in that bag and be that way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Too old for that, man. Like
too
old for that. I'm not going to jail. Like listen, man, going to jail and court dates and shit, man. Like y'all got that shit, man. Even if you locked up for a couple of hours, whatever. Court dates and taking off work and all that goofy shit that come with a lot of that shit, man. I don't be really full. So I really gotta feel like either I gotta defend my family or I'm in a space where though if I don't get physical with you, I'm not going to make it out of here. For me to get in that place. So you were saying, what would it take, bro?
I mean, at 37, I don't put myself in a situation to even be in no beef shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not even in that space where, you know what I'm saying, I'm like, club, people bumping into you, stepping on you. I'm not even in that space. So really just fucking with mine, yo. Like I'm going to defend what's mine. And that's just period point blank. I don't even know how to unpack that other than I'm a fucking defend what's mine. Like or whatever I lay claim to. And like people don't understand I'm a fucking alpha male. And if you don't know what that looks like or sounds like, you know what I'm saying? Fucking Urban Dictionary that shit. You know what I'm saying? And you just continue to I live on a level playing field and I be very cool. But don't get it twisted. I'm sizing everything up about you and how quick I can punch you in your throat and take your air away from you. Because after that, it's going down, right? Because I only got 60 seconds, bro. That's all I got.
Yeah. It's funny. I say the same shit. Like
60 seconds.
I got 38 seconds. Like if I don't knock you out in 38 seconds, we gotta hug it out. Come on, bro. What you doing?
Yo,
why we even doing this?
Shit.
Why we gotta be acting like this? We grown men.
Yeah.
We got kids out here.
Yeah.
If I don't get you out of here 38 seconds, man, we gonna have to hug it out, my G. I ain't got that much. Niggas be. When the last time you seen a nigga fight besides professional boxing? And they take a break. If a nigga out there fighting 4 or 5 minutes, nigga, you on crack?
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't have it, bro. You getting 60
and then
seconds.
the pain, like, yo, nigga, listen, I felt at the beach like 2 months ago, nigga. My knee still hurt. Real nigga shit. Yo,
I wake up sometimes like, damn, why my wrist hurt? I slept on it wrong.
Nigga, I be climbing them steps like, God damn, my knee hurt. I should have never ran to the water. Cause I be hyping shit, right? So we at the beach. So when I'm at the beach and I ain't wet yet, I be feeling like I'm one of them guys who, if I'm at a pool, I'm jumping in the deepest end.
Yeah.
I don't believe in tiptoeing and getting wet. I want to I want to rush it and jump. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we was at the beach, me and Bree. It might have been me, Bree, and Larry. Me, Bree, and Larry was all lined up. I said, I'm gonna show you all how to do this thing. You can't go tiptoeing in the water. You gotta get your whole body wet.
Yeah.
Now the beach, we was out Jersey in the beach, but the beach is a little dip, and I seen the whole day. This little dip was fucking everybody up. But so if you coming out the water, the dip was a down dip. But if you're in the water, it's an up.
Right.
My nigga. So I take off. I'm trying to do it. I hit that bitch trip. I was wet up. I was cool the whole day. Next day, I was done. I still can't shake that shit. My knee ain't been the same since. Old nigga shit, man. It'd be real. All right, bro. What's up, man? The film festival. Which film festival was it with the Scobie situation? Are you aware of it?
I think it was something overseas. I don't remember what the film festival name was.
All right, but you go into it because you got more information than I do.
Yeah. All right. So Kobe Bryant was accused of raping a young lady. What was that? 07?
No, I was sooner than that. It's like 03.
03? Yeah. Okay. So Kobe was accused of raping somebody in 2003 in Denver, right?
Hold on. She had fucked everybody. Like she had like 9 niggas.
I was gonna get that. I was gonna get that.
That's a very important stat, though. Okay, go ahead.
Right. Accused of, right? She recanted her story. They found like 5 or 6 different semens in her, right? So he
in
never
her panties?
Huh?
In her.
In her.
God damn.
Right.
Go ahead.
Kobe is more guilty of being a dirty dick dude than
Kobe should be suing her.
Huh?
I would have sued her ass.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
You fucking everybody.
Yeah.
I think Flavor Flav it. That's what I heard. I ain't sure.
But it's 2018, bro. Kobe done won like 3 more championships.
15 years later.
He got him on fucking Oscar. You know what I'm saying? He doing shit, got his own investment firm. And now all of a sudden, people sign a fucking petition to take his animated short off of a film festival. Are you fucking kidding me? But that goes to show, man, like no matter if you were found innocent or found guilty, you pay for that shit for the rest of your life, man.
Exactly.
That shit.
Ray Rice is evidence of that too.
Huh?
The Ray Rice situation, he never got back in the league off of that.
Oh yeah, no.
It's a little different, but I'm just saying it's like certain stuff.
But no, Ray Rice hit his wife.
He did.
Like, I mean, Kobe Bryant, like,
right. He was found not guilty.
Yeah. Well, it didn't even go that far. It ain't go to trial.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And they bring it up 15 years later.
Bugging.
Some shit you just can't shake. Yo, you see the Laker game last night?
I did see the Laker game last night.
Did Rondo spit on him?
I didn't see Rondo spit on
him. Yo, Chris Paul. Yeah, it was some funny shit to watch. If I ain't watched the Lakers versus the Rockets game Saturday night, man, that was the funniest shit. First of all, Brandon Ingram, he just snapped. Like, I don't know what happened with him.
Why he push Harden?
Because you know how Harden played. Harden got that push off and
then he act.
Right. So
Harden, I hate James Harden.
Because you see how he flew.
Yeah.
Brandon Ingram definitely flew.
Yeah.
And you know what's listen, dog, it'd be the funniest shit when the most wildest nigga on the squad be the one to be like, yo, you gotta chill.
So, Lance Stevenson.
Who was the nigga who blew in Bron ear?
Lance Stevenson.
Yeah, Lance Stevenson. Hold up. Why is it the wildest nigga on the team? Always the nigga. But know what, yo? I love Rondo. Rondo and Chris Paul. First of all, I want to see if Chris Paul's gonna get the static that Kobe got. Because Rondo caught that nigga like twice. Yeah, it's serious. He hit him with the poke. All this poking nigga in the eye shit, man. Bang! Right in his mitt. Kobe get grinded up so crazy about that Chris Child shit. It's crazy.
Who Ingram get caught by?
In his mitt, huh?
Who Ingram try to catch?
Yo, he tried to catch Chris Paul with long ass arms. He reached over like 3 niggas. He came running up.
Yeah, Ingram gonna get like 6, 7 games.
Yeah, Ingram was on go. That little skinny nigga, man. How you feel how we look though, man? I like we need another center. Definitely.
You don't
All right,
think
first of all,
McGee is
what's the
it?
positives? What's the positive? Josh Hart's a positive.
I,
McGee's a positive.
I think he got the wrong starting lineup in.
What it's what?
Rondo, McGee,
Pope,
Braun, Pope, and
Ingram. What would you change?
Ingram. I think Kuzma needed to start.
He was struggling last night. I think once ball starts for Rondo, he's not gonna get that spot back.
Well, that's gonna happen. Like that's happening now.
Night too.
Huh?
Ball looked good last night too.
That's happening now.
I like Josh Hart. Caldwell Pope struggling. Kuzma struggling to me.
Yeah.
McGee is balling.
Yeah. And you think we need
like
another
5
center?
block shots last night.
And you think we need another center?
They need a backup center because that small lineup ain't working.
Oh, small ball.
When you put Kuzma at the 5, it don't work. It don't work. It was definitely funny to watch. Okay, let's get to it. Y'all know we got these segments we just added to the podcast. I gotta let me know how y'all feeling about them. But we got the who you got and somebody got to go. So with the who you got, we got Redman versus Method Man. Who you got, bro?
Redman.
Why you got Redman?
Because I was a bigger Redman fan growing up than I was a Method Man fan. I had more Redman albums than I had Hove albums. Like when I look at my CD case back when CDs was a thing, fuck out of here. That CD shit. I had more Redman shit. And I tell you the first Redman song I ever heard. Shout out to my man Julian. I was sitting on his living room floor and that man, he played Superman Lover Part 2. You know what I'm saying? Off the What album, right?
Right.
And not the What? What was the second album?
It's not Muddy Waters, is it?
No, Muddy Waters was the third album. God damn, I just went blank.
Don't give me the line. I can't think of what the second one is.
Shit.
My favorite one was Doc's the Name, just to put it out there.
Yeah.
But while you thinking on that, I definitely picked Redman also. And then the albums that they had, I feel like the Blackout album was definitely Redman killed Method Man on most of the joints.
There is a Dark Side.
Huh?
There is a Dark Side.
That's the name of that second album?
Yeah.
Red is definitely unique. Yo, Tanera cannot stand Redman. Yo, I can't even play Redman around Tanera. I don't know why she don't like
For real?
Yo, I played 4-3-2-1 last night. She's like, you play that Redman shit? Yeah, Nick, I can't play no Redman shit around.
Why?
I don't know, man. I gotta do some research. I don't you like everybody likes Redman. Like he puts big pretty girls in his video. Like
right, yeah.
His videos are the most creative too. I definitely pick Red. Meth was a boy though. Don't get me wrong. Meth was definitely that.
Oh no, Meth was banana. I was just listening to that Meth freestyle that he did on
Flex.
No, the Hollywood Shuffle joint.
Yeah, Meth definitely.
Where he like, if your flow ain't H2O, you out your element.
Yo, that Meth definitely respect, but I definitely pick Redman over Method Man. Okay, somebody got to go. And we talking about antics. Kanye West or Cat Williams?
Kanye West.
I'm gonna say Kanye West.
Kanye got to go.
Cat fucking up too. Cat you can't tell me Cat not on something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Kanye West is just, and know what fucks me up about Kanye? Because I even battle with the whole aspect. People say, well, people still support him. You get what I'm saying? And people say that, but y'all still listen to Michael Jackson. All the old heads that say that shit, y'all listen to Michael Jackson after all that allegation shit came out too. Let's keep it a bean. Y'all ain't stopped listening to Michael Jackson when all this shit, the child abuse shit came out. Oh no, we're not listening to Mike. Y'all was still fucking. So I want to hit. For me, when it comes to Kanye West, it's kind of hard to. What the hardest part to digest is listening to the music and feeling like the music was the definition of who he was, and then seeing these antics, and it's like, maybe I'm wrong and giving him credit for, nigga got writers, I guess, or people that wrote for him. But I felt like listening to I'm Good or certain songs is like, how did that man become this man? And I don't want to even blame it on the Kardashian curse. which is a real thing. But I can't grasp where he said so many real things, so many relatable things. The thing about Kanye was he was an underdog. You get what I'm saying? And then it was like, now it's like, I don't see how you go from that to this. I don't get it. But I definitely pick Kanye. Somebody got to go. Kanye is definitely. But Cat Williams need to go too. Like, both them niggas can go.
Nah, man.
Cat for the little boy that was like 11, the little boy dogged him.
He folded him up. Y'all gonna let that little boy do me like that? Y'all gonna stand around and watch that little boy do that to me? Like, oh, yo, really, Cat?
But he talking about, he gonna tell Kev, oh, we can fight, we can do whatever you want to do in the boxer. Nigga, I mean, 11-year-old boy come in here and stir that ass up. Fuck wrong with you?
Yeah.
That nigga bugging.
Shit, wow.
All right, let me see. Is there anything else I want to get into before? Oh yeah. One more thing before we get into the song that the Trellion segment. How do you feel about passing gas in a relationship? We keeping it 100 right here. Y'all want that real uncut shit?
As you get further in the relationship, it becomes acceptable. You know what I'm saying? You get tired of your stomach hurting, or you having to run out real quick, and you know what I'm saying, had to slide to the bathroom. It just becomes acceptable as you get closer and closer with a person.
I think if you blatant with it, like, don't be blatant. Don't be mean. If it slip out of something, what happened, cool. Even with me, I don't just be. Listen, I'm gonna keep it. Listen, y'all want some uncut shit? Y'all want some? I'm gonna keep it a bean with y'all. I'm about to let y'all put into my life. I don't like shitting when somebody can hear me shitting. I gotta have some water running, some music playing, or something. I don't want nobody to hear me shit, not even my woman. I got issues.
I understand that.
I just don't like the fact that somebody can hear how I'm shitting.
Yeah.
So when I come to gas, if I can, move around and cool, I'm not just gonna bust my ass. I think I respect the woman who just, if it happens, it happens. But if you go out your way to not make it obvious, I respect it. I respect the woman who doesn't leave her pads and all her stuff everywhere. If you're on your period, if you go about it making sure that it's not obvious, I mean, as a man, you know when your woman's on it, but some women, I feel like, in my life and experiences, I've seen some women who are very discreet about it and very careful about how they lay out certain things, and some who just leave shit everywhere. And I respect the woman who goes about that process discreetly, even though we know what's going on. So even with those kind of situations, I feel as though I respect it more. I mean, if you fart by mistake, then cool. But if we're in a car and the windows is up, you got the heat on, and you just bust your ass knowing the situation. And shout out to Ashley fucking Benton, because I'm one time, a long ass time ago, Ash, Kutch, I love you to death. But we was in her, she had the little Jeep, the little gray Jeep.
The Zuzu, the rodeo.
Listen,
shout out to the rodeo. We got mad shit done.
Listen, we was getting off the expressway at Mercury. Mm-hmm. This motherfucker farts and locks the windows. I was mad than a motherfucker. I was like, fuck Kutch up for that shit, dog. She gonna bust her ass and lock the fucking windows. I was mad like a motherfucker. Kutch, you finally made the podcast. I'm sorry it took so fucking long. You gotta hold that one. You gotta live with that shit. Ashley Williams, y'all know her. Stinky booty ass.
Whole government.
Stinky booty ass. Oh, my bad. Ashley Benton.
Damn.
Stinky booty ass. 2 kids. She stay in the cul-de-sac. Let me stop. All right. Let's get to it. Y'all know about the Trellion segment. Trellion, which is my guy. He hits us with songs that are the current rappers, I guess. Hold up. Rappers.
Yeah.
He gives us a song that they came out with, and since we hate the young rappers on the low, he gives us
on the high.
Right? Yeah. He gives us Kodak Black. I'm lying. If I'm lying, I'm flying. How you feel about it, bro?
I fucking hated it. Every last minute of it. You know what I'm saying? And I like some of Kodak shit. You know what I'm saying? I definitely like the joint with him and A Boogie. I love that song. That's my shit. Drowning. But this shit, damn, Trell. You know what I'm saying? I ain't like it, bro. I ain't like it at all, man. I'm never listening to it again. I've actually deleted the text.
Damn. I ain't gonna hold you. The visual made it worse for me. Like looking at this little nigga.
All that shit going around, like pulling out a nigga gold teeth and shit.
This little water bug looking ass nigga, man. I wanted to step on this nigga so motherfucking bad. That's a little ugly ass nigga, man. My God.
I ain't like the words. I think they just dumb down rap and try to make it like.
I don't think they dumb down. See, to me, to dumb it down, you have to have a higher level to dumb it down.
Oh, I mean, compared to the higher levels of rap is what I'm saying, not their higher level. I just mean to dumb down. Period.
This nigga, man. This nigga like a water bug, man. I was scratching like a mother. Who the fuck?
Not feeling it, bro.
This little ugly ass nigga, man. All right, y'all. Now, before we get to the NFL segment of things, we gotta put our picks in. There's a couple things I want to say. First off, shout out to Marlo Blaze Pop. I can't think of Pop's actual name because when you really homies, you don't know their dad's real names. You just call them Pop.
Mm-hmm.
But he was about a week ago. He was in critical condition in a hospital. But now Pop then he back to himself to a certain. I don't say back to himself, but he was had a tooth down his throat, helping him breathe and all that. Doing a whole lot better. So it's good to see. He a cannon too. Pop's definitely a cannon. Good. He definitely a G. So he wasn't gonna let that hold him down. He definitely wasn't gonna rock out like that. So he's getting better. I ain't gonna say he's all the way through his situation.
Okay.
Also, people out there, y'all definitely need to take you and your kids to go see The Hate U Give. I think it's definitely a movie you should see with your kids. I went and seen it last night. Mm-hmm. I definitely want to sit down and watch it with the kids and have discussions because I think it was something that needs to be seen and definitely needs to be conversations had as far as families, especially Black families. I think it's conversations and lessons that are definitely learned in that movie that I think that are important to us as a black. Shout out to the white fans too, though. We love y'all, but I'm just saying. But stand by. We will be hitting y'all next with our NFL picks for week 8. Holla at me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cannon do fuck up sometimes, man. Y'all gotta forgive me, man. I've been a little shaky the last week or so. We ain't even hit y'all with the grinding our gears joint yet. So the football picks gotta wait a few minutes while we hit y'all with that grinding our gears joint. Bro, what you got for him?
Bro, don't fucking lie to me, right? You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you, man. I pay attention and study people so much that any subtle changes in you, in your mannerisms, and the way you act, like I already know. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo. And then when you get caught in your bullshit, you try to lie some more. Like, don't even do that shit, man. It ain't fucking necessary. You know what I'm saying? Because I can fucking see through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I can see through you, like, yo, I can fucking see through you, but you gonna have to hold that lie like motherfucking 40 holding that lie. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we've all held a lie or two that we didn't want to hold.
But I can see it, yo, and I tell you, like, yo, I can fucking see what you talking about. I can see what you're doing. I know you fucking lying. Yeah, so that's it, bro.
I hate that shit too. Yeah, but I've held the lie and wasn't going. The lie became my truth, so yeah, I love that feeling too. But I hate my intelligence being insulted, definitely.
Right.
All right, man. It's time for my grind and my gears. This is episode 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all might not want to watch this after this. I'm sorry. And it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Iceberg might not even want me to be his partner on this podcast no more. But you know what? I've been living with this for a long time. But it has to be said. I'm dead serious. There is no weak link of the locks. Equal is equal.
Right.
Yo, I couldn't wait to do this shit, yo. Oh, did I have you for a minute?
Yo, I'm sitting like, yo, this nigga, he didn't tell me what was going on. He about to drop some compelling shit. You fucking.
There is no weak link in the locks, dog.
Congratulations, dog. Every fucking episode, we done talked about the locks.
33% across the board, dog. It costs 30 for the kiss, 100 for the locks. Stop playing. Sheik is not the lesser guy. Sheik is equal. Without Sheik, there is no locks.
I understand.
You need Sheik. Sheik hold down his spot. There is no weak link. I had y'all though. I had y'all. But that should be grinding my gears though. I had to be said. I got to rock for my nigga Sheik. Sheik dope. Sheik hold it down.
Yeah.
Sheik top 5 dead or alive because the locks is top 5 dead or alive. Rumble me.
And that's now, a tough one LP.
Right. Yeah. Now, NFL picks. Stand by to stand by. All right. We back at it. Yeah. Y'all know we did our outfit picks. You know what I'm saying? We switched it up. Jump. You know, I mean, we had the Mr. Rogers Neighborhood the thing one time. You know, had to switch him up. Yep. You know how we do every week. All right. We going into week 8. Iceberg up. I had a rough week last week.
I know you did.
60 and 43. You 60 and 43. I'm 56 and 47.
Oh.
So you got 4 games on me.
The gap is widening. It's still early. Yeah, it did. This is last week. I had a rough week though, but it's gonna be good though. I'm about to make it up right here. I ain't taking no losses. Ooh, before we jump in that bag, cause you're cheesing. Yo, you know what, yo? Go ahead,
Them Ravens, man, tough loss.
It was tough.
My
man ain't never missed a kick, yo. Never.
You see his eyes, his face?
He was the only priceless one who hadn't missed a kick.
His face was priceless, dog.
Yo, his eyes was
like he couldn't believe he missed that motherfucker.
Yeah.
All right, but let's get to it. We're going into week 8. All right, Dolphins, Texans. I got the Texans too. Eagles, Jags.
Eagles.
This definitely messed one for both though. The Jags might want to call up Kaepernick, dog. Anything can help. Ravens, Panthers.
Ravens.
That one. I got the Ravens also. Hold on, did I say I got the Eagles?
Yeah.
I have the Eagles too. Okay, Ravens and Ravens. All right. Chiefs and Broncos.
Chiefs.
I got the Chiefs as well. Chiefs gonna kill them boys. I don't know, them division games. Those be the ones
they pick
you
them.
lose.
Yeah, they pick them. Like, you never know.
That be the one you can lose. Steelers and Browns. That rematch Browns. From that tie.
I'm going Browns.
Oh, you going Browns?
Yeah.
That rematch from that tie they had week 1.
I'm never picking the Steelers.
Never, ever I see. Seahawks and Lions.
Seahawks.
My bad, I picked the Steelers. I'm tripping. I did pick the Steelers. You picked the Browns. I'm picking the Seahawks also. What, they had a bye? It's like they ain't played in a while.
Who?
The Seahawks.
I think they played last Thursday or something.
Yeah, they might have the early one. All right. Bucks and Bengals.
Bucks.
I'm going Bengals. Of course, you're not going Bengals. The freak Uber boy looking all right. Redskins, Bears.
Who?
Redskins and Bears.
Give me the Skins.
No, I'm tripping. My bad. Jets and Bears. My bad.
Give me the Bears.
Yeah, I got the Bears too. I'm about to say that's going to be a hell of a game. Redskins bowling right now. All right, so I got the Bears too. Giants. Well, Redskins, Giants.
Redskins.
Yeah, I'm going Redskins too. They can't protect Eli for nothing, man. I'm watching them now. Can't protect Eli for nothing. Colts and Raiders.
Give me the Colts.
Yeah, I got the Colts too.
The Raiders got a fire sale going on right now.
they trading everybody. Everybody's for sale.
Derek Carr, you're up next.
Yeah, they told Derek Carr, don't worry about it. Okay, y'all didn't say that the other 2 best motherfuckers on the team. I'm going to stick around.
Yeah.
You traded our best player, and he's killing the league right now. I got the Colts also. 49ers and Cardinals.
49ers.
I got the 49ers
also.
The
Cardinals imploding. Patrick Peterson talking about he wanted to be out.
Yo, he said he would go to the Saints. That'd be a good look for him, too. Would be a good look for him. I got the 49ers as well. Packers, Rams. I picked the Rams also.
They for real.
Right. But it'll be the, I don't know. Aaron might be the one. Their defense, yo. The last time their defense was good, I can't remember the last time the Packers had a solid defense for him.
That's been a minute.
It said Saints and Vikings.
Give me the Vikings. Fuck the Saints.
Yeah, I got the Vikings too. Oh, of course. I thought you might have picked the Saints, but after last night, I can understand why you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Patriots and Bills.
Oh, Patriots. I'm tripping.
Patriots also. I think we picked a lot of the same games. We got a couple that's different. I got to make up some ground. How we looking for our how we looking on our fantasy football situation?
Oh, I only have my. I'm saying.
You ain't
I have my
checked it yet?
photo. Yeah, I'm winning. That's what I'm looking like.
Yeah, but we're gonna see. It's gonna be a long night. You got a couple of them still up for grabs, so
I hope
we're gonna see
Muhammad
how it
Sanu
goes.
had 4 touchdowns tonight.
Get the fuck out of here. Hey, he might
thrown to himself.
Hey, because Julio Jones don't get no touchdowns. He's like 29th in the league in touchdowns the last 5 years, but he's 1 and 2 in every other category as a receiver. Yeah. Shit is crazy. But we're gonna end it on that note. This is Brothers Talking Podcast, episode 16. That Joe Montana, that Paul Gasol.
That's all you got.
That's all
I need you to research 17 next week, yo. Come with at least 3 or 4 people, bro.
Yo, know what? That's what I'm gonna start doing.
Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna start doing.
It's like your
I'll write my shit down.
Yeah, man.
That's
out of here, man.
All right, but,
episode 16 in the books, man. I love you too, bro.
All right, bro.
Yeah.